welcome to Fishing with Tim out here in the backyard. This is a channel I set up for fishing related videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell. If you like, give me a like, hit the old hand thing, and let your friends and family and your neighbors too know about Fishing with Tim on my YouTube. All right? Hey, below the video here, you'll see a link. It'll say more. Click on more, which opens up my description of the video, my disclaimer, my merch shop that's new, my Amazon store. All that stuff's in there. So the merch store, click on that link. It'll open up Spread Shop, which makes my t-shirts. Okay, so the t-shirt will have my logo, my design on it. This particular one will be Fishing with Tim. It shows me in a boat fishing and all that. If you're wanting to support the channel or just want a t-shirt or whatever, go ahead and support the channel and buy a t-shirt. And also it has hoodies, ball caps, water bottles, a chef apron. It has, you can pick out your color, your size, all that stuff. You can even customize the shirt. So anyway, check it out. Let's get going on some of these fishing videos, okay? Yeah, welcome to Fishing with Tim today. I got a late start on this lake. I've only been here like once, and it was like 20 years ago. So instead of pulling up my GPS, figuring out where the boat launch was, I figured, hey, it'll be easy. I'll just drive around the lake and find it. Well, wrong. I finally pulled it up on my GPS and figured out where it was. It's 7:18. Finally on the lake. I should have been out here like 6:30 at the latest. Oh well. Live and learn. At least I'll know where to go next time. So, we'll go ahead and try this out. If I get a fish, we'll reel it in and show you. Okay, so we're around 50 feet deep here, and water temperature is at 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and the battery is fully charged at 12.9 volts. The screen looks pretty choppy here, but I'm just sitting here too. I haven't started moving yet, so it's set at 200 kilohertz, but it's on auto, so it'll jump back and forth. And the deep setting is well, it's from 0 to 80 feet right now, so we'll see. I don't think this lake is that much deeper than 80 feet, but it might be down towards the other end of the lake. So anyway, my microphone, it's on. It's just I have my shirt kind of covering it. I'm gonna put this. I'm using my pop gear and a Dick Night with a night crawler on it. Last time I was having some issues up at Lake McMurray with the hook coming up over the top of the lure there, and you're not going to catch any fish like that. So I'm going to set this in the water and crank her up a little bit and see what kind of action I have on this thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me pull the line up here a little closer. Yeah, works good. So I don't know why it was doing that, but we'll keep an eye on it. I guess if you back off, it has a possibility of doing it. Now, we'll give it a try and see what happens. I got one. So I came up to the north end of this lake, and I just put my line in, and I got one already. So, and according to the bass fisherman, he said that this lake goes, this end of the lake goes down around 100 feet, where the other end was maybe 30 feet at the best, you know. Well, I got this guy. He's fighting too. I don't know how big he is yet. We'll find out. That's if I can get him in the boat. All right, nice rainbow. No, I think do I still have him? No. Darn. Well, I had one more bite, but nothing since. I'm heading towards the north end of this lake. There's a south end and a north end, and then there's a middle that's narrow passage into the between each lake. So I figured it's a good time to tell a story. Yeah, old lake story. Well, when I was a kid, my parents had a lake cabin on Lake Bosworth. This is Lake Roesinger here, but which are fairly close. They're only within about 5 miles of each other. So anyway, one day, I was always helping my dad. My brother and sister were both married and gone by the time I came around. So it was just Mom and Dad and I. So we were up the lake cabin, and Dad said, "Hey, we're gonna go gig some frogs." Gig frogs, okay. So we went up to the hardware store up in Granite Falls, and this is back in the early '60s, mid '60s. And we went up there and to the old hardware store in town, and Dad asked the store guy, the clerk, if they had frog gigs, and he said, "Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got them." And so Dad bought a frog gig, and he said, "Yeah, we're going to get a bamboo pole, and we're going to put this frog gig on the bamboo pole." Where are you going to get bamboo, So he found some pole. I don't know. It wasn't bamboo. Anyway, so we got in the boat, and we had to wait until it was like midnight. I mean, went to sleep and then woke up, and Dad said, "Come on, let's go," and we hopped in the boat, and so I rowed, and he was in the bow of the boat, and he had a flashlight, and we could hear the frogs, the bullfrogs, just honking all over the lake, So he said, "Well, let's go over here and check it out," So I headed towards the shore, and he said, "Oh, there's one." I could see the light shining in its eyes, just like a deer, And so we got over there, and he just damn near fell out of the boat trying to gig this frog. It was the funniest doggone thing. I wish it was on film. Back then, we never even thought of that. But so anyway, he got the frog, got it in the boat, and put it in a what we call a potato sack, well, gunny sack or whatever, and put him in there, and we went around, got a few more frogs, and then got home and cleaned the frogs and all this other stuff, and it was interesting. And then the next day we had trout, and then we also had bullfrog legs, and I never ate one, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to eat this, And Dad goes, "Oh, come on, it tastes like chicken." Everything tastes like chicken, right? And so I tried it, and actually it was really, really good. It's like chicken, but it's a little bit sweeter. And so I went, wow, I was hooked then. I was out there trying to get bullfrogs all the time. So during the day, I'd watch those bullfrogs jump off the bank and go out a ways, and they'd leave a tray of bubbles stirring up because they were always down by the bottom when they were swimming away. So they'd stir up some bubbles, and I saw the bubbles stop, and I went, "Oh, okay. I bet that's where that bullfrog is." So I hopped in the boat, and by the dock, it was a nice sunny day. You could see the bottom really good. And there was this mound of dirt, mud, whatever. And I went, that's where that frog is. And so I gigged the frog and I brought it up to the house. And Mom goes, where'd you get that? I said, I gigged a frog. She says, in daylight? I said, yeah, I figured out how to do it. And she laughed, you know. And so I was sitting there getting all kinds of frogs. It was great. Anyway, enough of that story. So I hope you enjoyed that latest video fishing with Tim up at Lake Roesinger. I had fun doing the video, and even though the fishing was so-so, I ended up getting a couple fish. And one of them, I think, was a kokanee, that one I showed on the video. I looked at it and it was silver, and then the tail, there's a way of knowing a kokanee, which is actually a sockeye salmon, but it's landlocked in a lake. Their tail is different. They have like a notch in their tail, and the silver color. Then their mouth doesn't extend past the eye, you know. So that's another way of telling kokanee from another kind of trout. So anyway, I'm adding to my videos. As you see, I'm putting in some text and adding a story to make the viewing more enjoyable for you viewers. And so at the end, I always say, please subscribe and all that. Well, I'm going to have that in text at the end, and then run some music on the end too, which I haven't been doing. I run it in the front, but not at the end. So hopefully this will work out, and leave comments too, you know, if you enjoy what I'm doing. All right. So I'm probably not going to be doing a video next week as far as fishing. I'm going to do something else next week, because I'm actually doing a remodel on the house right now. So I got to concentrate on that. So and plus crabbing season and salmon season doesn't start till July anyway. So lake fishing, probably slowed down on it a little bit, but I got some other videos I'm going to share with you on fishing with Tim anyway. And then my other channel, Tim's Workshop, I'm going to be probably adding a couple to it soon too. So please subscribe.